and welcome to my YouTube channel, Jaynes Garden. This is my garden. I'm Emma, and I'm going to show you today exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the cut flower patch at home. I've got 5 allotments which I use for cut flowers as well, but I've decided to grow some things at home because we've got a microclimate here and I don't get much frost in this part of the garden because it's on quite a steep slope. So I've decided to put some cut flowers here. I have a challenge because it's a bit shady in this part of the garden because we have woods here behind me, and that shades the garden quite a lot. I also have a rather large fir tree which I would like to cut down, but the kids use it as a climbing tree and a swing, so we're keeping it for a minute. So let's have a look, see what I've been up to. So the bit I'm actually going to focus on today is this part of the garden. So I initially was going to have a path here. I might just put stepping stones, I think, here. So this was my little corner bed that I already had from last year with this huge echium in it. It's going to be amazing. So I just need to weed that a little bit, but I've left that covered in the leaves from the winter, so hopefully it's been mulched nicely over winter. So I need to clear that up. I've started digging, so you can just see where my spade is here. I'm just digging this corner here, so I'm going to dig up and around and behind the tree. So I'm starting doing that today. I have actually planted up quite a lot of this front bit, but I found it actually gets quite a lot of sun in the morning and it's getting really dry here. So I'm going to have to water it, but what I've done is I did start to put cardboard down on that bed to try and do a no dig, but actually it's covered in creeping buttercup, and obviously the creeping buttercup's creeping under the cardboard and coming up on the other side. So I don't think I'm going to be able to eradicate the creeping buttercup unless I dig it. So I've decided to dig it now. I'm going to leave the cardboard down where I've done the cardboard. But the rest I'm going to dig, and also I've got quite a lot of ivy growing. It's creeping along the ground, and actually under the under the cardboard, it's, when you lift it up, it's creeping along under there. So I think I just need to dig it all out. But I will leave the cardboarded areas down and get on with the digging there. So that's my job for now. So let's get on with that. So this is where I'm digging, this bit here. But it's full of these really beautiful primroses. So we've got some pink ones, which I think have mixed, obviously, they're not native. And then we've got some gorgeous yellow ones. I don't want to dig them all up. And actually, these ones here, all along here, are actually on the very edge of where I want the path. So I might not dig these up. I think I'm just going to leave these on the edge and just weed in between them. I've also got some aqualegia growing here, so I don't want to disturb too much stuff, so I think I might just leave them. I've been joined by a little helper, Stripey. She's come to help me dig and eat my weeds, and I've been joined by a very helpful young lady who's going to help me dig, aren't you? Yes?
Yep.
Gonna go and get the small spade.
And Mr. Rudy's down there.
And there's another broody chicken down there. We have to keep taking her out. Oh, I can't see her.
Yep.
We have to keep taking the broody one out, don't we, off the nest, because we don't want... Well, we haven't got a cockerel, so we can't have babies anyway.
I would want babies, but we don't. We're not allowed cockerels.
No, we're not. There's the other one. Chick, 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 chick. So I thought I'd show you what I've been doing in the garden, how far I've got. It's looking really good, actually. I'm really happy with the progress that has gone on so far. So in between doing the cutting garden, I've also been helping my husband with our actual garden. We're putting decking and things up there, so I've been doing quite a lot of digging lately. So let's have a look at the progress here. I've managed to dig the bit I was digging the other day, and it's looking really good, and I've actually managed to plant quite a bit as well. Okay, so this was the bit that I was digging the other day, and what I've done, we've just been chopping some trees down. Actually, it's a big yew tree, so I've just used some of the branches here, as you can see, just to make the path. I'll be putting some more, I'll put some more up this side as well. when we've got a few more, and then this whole path will be chippinged, which we've got a chipper coming to chip up all the trees that we've cut down where we've been doing our decking. But yeah, look, this is looking lovely. So I managed to dig all of this out. Some of the primroses that I had here were actually in the path. They were a bit too far in the path. But all I've done is I've dug them up and put them back in a bit further, and actually I think it's naturalised that area quite nicely. So this is actually looking really lovely. I've put some plants in. There's some bits and pieces, quite a few pots. As you can see, quite a lot's gone in. Can't see a lot at the moment, but it's to be there. I still haven't quite finished doing this little corner yet. Just needs a bit of weeding, but most of that is plants actually. I'm really loving the forget-me-nots. Completely naturalise the area. Just make it look really spring-like and pretty. So going across without standing on any plants that I've now done. What progress? Still don't have the third bed. The boards that I've got for the third bed may need to be used for the project that we're doing in our actual garden, to retain some soil back. So I may not get this bed for a while, but it will come. It will come. Something will happen here. But what I've done is this bed's now prepped and ready to be planted. I've actually planted a couple of sticks sticking up. That's dahlias that I've put in. I had a few dahlias that I just didn't have enough room for in the greenhouse. They were just tiny little sprouts on them, so I put them out and I've buried them, so hopefully they won't get covered in frost. I'm hoping last night was our last frost. Fingers crossed was our last frost. So I've just been joined by a small one. Okay, so that's that bed done. So that is ready to plant. So once the frosts are definitely over, I need to plant in that. Okay, so on this bed we have some begonia big ear thing, but only because I was digging up where we're putting the decking up at the top and I needed to put it in the ground. It's not meant to be there, it's just there for a minute. It's got these great big ears and beautiful little purple flowers. Then I've got my Killia or yarrow, depending on where you are. And then I've got some delphiniums, and we have quite a lot of problem with deer, so I've got one delphinium under a cage and one out. So far, deer doesn't seem to touch it, but that doesn't mean he's not going to. A bit further on, I've got my Japanese anemones, so I've got 4 of those there. One's a pink one, the others are called Charlotte, and they're like a pale yellowy pink. They're quite nice. I've also got some Sweet Williams, which I actually dug up. They're seedlings from last year, so they should flower this year because they're a biannual, so they obviously seeded themselves last year, so hopefully they'll flower this year. I've got the mint at the back. I've actually just cut down the mint. Now, I did have a big bit of mint right at the back, but I've just cut that down to put in a bouquet, so I haven't got any mint there for a minute, but it'll grow back. I managed to get some viburnum as well, from someone who was selling it on Marketplace. £1 each, what a bargain. So I got 2 of those, and she's going to get me another couple, and I'm going to end the beds there, and then where the plank is, that'll be a walkway, and I want to put archways over it with climbing roses. One day we'll see. So that's the progress here. Oh, and my gunnera has started growing amongst the rubbish, but the gunnera has started growing and it's looking awesome. It's massive already. And over in the woodland bit, I meant to show you that earlier, so I've got some bits and pieces. I've got an Acer, which I've had in pot for about 3 years, but I put it in the ground, so hopefully it'll do better now. What's over here? Yeah, and then I've put another one here, so it'll be a mirror image on each side of the garden. And this is just like a seedling from that one. It just grew itself, so I've just dug it up and I've put it over here instead. So this will be my little woodland area. So, yeah, that's my woodland little glade there. I think it'll look pretty. So the greenhouse is spilling out of the greenhouse. I've got so much in there. I've even had to go and buy one of those zippy up greenhouses just there to put some bits and pieces in, because I'm just running out of room. We'll have a quick look. I've just got things everywhere. I planted a load of sunflowers yesterday, me and Amber, nearly 50 sunflowers, and they all got eaten last night by a mouse, which is really frustrating. But we've replanted them this morning and got some more seed. We've put covers over them, so plastic covers, so anything that is susceptible, which I found out mice like cosmos as well. I wonder why my cosmos wasn't coming up, and the mice have eaten them. So that was really frustrating. The mouse came and ate everything, so we had to cover everything up. So I'm not one for using pesticides, chemicals, anything against anything, so I'm just going to let them go and cover them up. So that's what I've done. We've covered them up. See how it goes. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Then you will get notifications when I put new videos out. I do try to do one each week, and I thoroughly enjoy making them, so I really hope you enjoy watching them. Till the next time, bye bye.